All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are headed to Waterford Golf Club for the very first time. Got to play with Ryan, founder of Palmetto and Pine clothing brand, local one. Used to be called Kakalaki Golf, but real good dude. I am super excited for today's episode. Learn a bit more about his story. He's also sober, so we will be able to dive in a bit deeper into that. Which I'm very excited about. But again, if this is the first episode you're watching, brand new series, Unscripted Rounds, where I am going to be bringing on local creators, business owners, leaders, just people around the Queen City area to start and just tell their stories. It's going to be centered around mental health, golf, sobriety, just conversations, and not as much on the golf front. We obviously are golfing during these videos, but for me, the mission's more important, which is bring awareness to mental health and just help people learn a bit more about sobriety for people that are sober curious. But enough of me talking. Hope y'all enjoy. At this point, make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, turn those alerts on so you don't miss a thing. I'm doing my best to get at least 2 videos out a month. Got a baby coming soon, real soon, so that might put a damper on things. We'll see. But again, thanks for all the support so far. Tune in, enjoy, and catch you later.
But I guess you changed your mind.
That's so funny.
All right, quick little intro. It's up to you. However you want to introduce yourself.
Oh, sure. Good to go now?
Yep.
What is up? My name is Ryan Cummings. I'm the owner and founder of a golf brand called Palmetto and Pine Golf Company. And I'm here with Shawnee Boy. Yeah.
So I think I'd like to hear just about, because I know you're not from Carolina. You're originally from Florida.
I was born in Myrtle Beach, but
Born in Myrtle Beach.
Dad was Coast Guard, so I moved around a lot.
Yep. So just talk to me about the move, like since moving to Charlotte, starting the brand. What's been your favorite part about the whole process?
Okay. So I went to college at Pfeiffer University, which is like kind of northeast of Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked North Carolina. I was here, and then I didn't get a job offer or anything, so I ended up moving out of Tampa, Florida, just to be closer to parents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And felt like something was missing, and so I came back just because I had college friends in the area. Like Charlotte was like, it always kind of felt like an area I want to come back to. So I mean, since I've been here, I just love it. I love like North Carolina in general. It's just awesome. Between like, you get good weather all year round. You can play golf all year round.
100%.
You've got everything from the mountains to the beach.
Yep.
I mean, that's the kind of thing. That's what with Palmetto and Pine, I constantly am preaching that about. Like, you've got everything from the mountains to the coast. You get beautiful weather. Like, it's just a great state. I mean, the Carolinas in general, both south, north and south. I don't
awesome.
know. I don't know if that answered what you were going for. I already blanked on what you what you asked.
It works. So, how did Palmetto and Pine get started?
Yeah. So it goes back to, the Coast Guard thing, moving around so much. If still to this day, if you ask me like, where are you from, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a normal thing to ask somebody when you first meet them.
Right.
I'll give you this long story about like, Dad's Coast Guard. I was born in Myrtle Beach, lived here, there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't have a place that like has felt like that's where I'm from. And so that was like, I moved to Charlotte in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember it was like the Sunday evening playing 9 holes at Tradition Golf Club here in Charlotte. I mean, it was like the first time that I like just out there was just like, I feel like I'm home. And so that's kind of the feeling that it was born after. And then the part of my story that I don't typically or haven't really shared much of is that I went sober in October of 2023,
Right.
or 2022, and like within like the first few weeks, I just had like a flood of like creativity just like came back to me. That was like one of the first benefits, and so like
I saw that too.
the brand was like really born like because of like growing up in a military family and this like lack of like a home feeling,
Right.
and then the decision to go sober, like so it's kind of a two-part thing.
Kind of funny because it's how the sobriety thing is how I started mine. And then, have you heard of Soba Golf yet?
Yeah.
Same thing for him. And I think that with the sobriety, I noticed that too. Because growing up, I was super creative, always drawing things, making cartoons and whatnot. And I got away from that for a long time. As soon as I was sober, that all came back, and that's why the content stuff came in, because it's my outlet for that. Nope. That's the bunker.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. It's not something I haven't really shared too much of, and obviously there's not like something I've like tried to hide or part of the brand, but it is kind of something I haven't talked about a lot. But it is like, if I hadn't made that decision, like Palmetto and Pine, like it wouldn't exist. It would not exist. I would have never have done it. I would have never had the time and energy and ability to have done it.
Why do you think you haven't brought it up yet?
Because it's hard to find a way to tie it into the story. Like I haven't done a ton of like founder stuff for the brand. I really need and want to.
Right.
So I think when I start to do some more of that and really tell the true story of the brand, I will. But like in some of my like short form content, it's kind of like
it's tough to do that.
Yeah, how do I fit it into it and have it make sense? Because it might people might not quite understand it in a short form clip. I'd rather it be like a meaningful
No, I agree. I think next question I had was just about the brand. I mean, for you, obviously creative outlet, but why clothing? Because I know your mom. For people that don't know, Ryan's mom was into photography. That's how he got his camera that he used.
Yep.
I don't know if it's not the same. Is that the same one?
Nah, this is a new one. I still have the other one, but that's the one I used. The one for my mom for the first like year and a half.
You're really good at photography.
Appreciate it.
And you got an eye for it. So why clothing rather than just like than photography, videography, and all that?
I think because I'd always, for the longest time, I'd wanted to build some sort of like a side hustle, like something of my own. Like I want like a business. So I wanted to be able to monetize something. So I mean, really, that's kind of where it came from, was like wanting to monetize it.
Right.
But I kind of knew all along that the brand like was always going to have a content piece to it. It wasn't just like simply like I want to make clothing to make money. It was like I want to do this content, and the apparel is going to be how I monetize it.
I like that. I like that a lot. And it's kind of how you're getting your name out there for your content. Yeah. And it's all about showcasing Carolinas and golf and what we have to offer down here.
Yeah. The content's all about showing off the golf courses. I probably should do more of like, hey, like by the way, we do have clothing. Like if you want to buy and like wear something that represents like Carolina golf, like by the way, I do. I don't want to be a salesy person. It's not what
I'm the same way, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a fine line that you have to tread. What do you think is so special about the Carolina golf scene? I think you might have touched on it a little bit earlier already.
Yeah, I think it's you've got everything from the mountains to the coast. You can play all year round, and then you've got tons of history. Like,
yeah, people don't think about that.
People, like, obviously I've read stuff online, like whether it came through like New York or through Charleston, like it's potentially believed that the game was brought to the United States through Charleston. So that
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you learn that when you were down there?
No, when I initially was looking into the brand, I was just doing any sort of research about what I could learn about the Carolinas and the golf history. But so that's kind of a neat little tidbit. And you've got like Pinehurst. Oh gosh, like Pinehurst is such a cool area.
It is.
Like I've called it the Disneyland of like golf, not because it feels like childish or like a park, but just like the joy you get from going to a place like that. There's so many golf courses.
Puts a smile on your face automatically.
It is just such a cool area.
Everyone's always happy, in a good mood. Everyone likes the same, like you all have the same interest in golf.
It's got just some of the best golf you can find in the United States. all in like one little area.
Which courses have you played so far? At Pinehurst.
At Pinehurst, I've played 3, 4, and 8, and I've walked number 2.
Between 3, 4, and 8, what was your favorite to play?
So 4 has like a lot of similarities to 2 because they go against, like, they're next to each other.
Okay.
So they're very, very similar. Like, there's plenty of people I've talked to that, you know, say that they like 4 more than 2. To us, I might say like 3 might be my favorite because it's like, it's the shorter golf where it's not just grab drive every time. It's like you can play pretty strategically. It's a fun version, but like, but the greens are a lot like Pinehurst number 2 with kind of like the turtles, the turtlebacks, the fall offs, crazy undulation. It's just such a neat little course. It's the type of fun, interesting golf that I really enjoy.
I think you can go ahead and hit. That's the type of golf I like too.
Yeah,
I don't like just grip it and rip it.
I'm huge into strategic like golf. I love thinking.
That's why I like links golf so much. How do you, when people are wearing your gear, how do you want them to feel?
I just hope that they relate to the story and the meaning and the love for the Carolinas. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing. Like I want people, like there's a lot of people that have that kind of regional pride kind of thing. There's a lot of people that love where they're from. I'm constantly like, oh, like I send orders all the time to states that are like outside of North and South Carolina.
That was gonna be my next question. I've always wondered that, and it's not something I've ever asked you.
I would say probably like 75% go within North and South, but I constantly send stuff all over the country, and that's a really cool thing. And I get messages of like, oh, I live in like, I don't know, Kansas, but like I was born in North Carolina and miss it kind of thing, or
so when I say mental health, what comes to mind for you?
Ooh. I think the first thing that just like jumped into my mind is like taking care of yourself. That's kind of the first thing that just jumps to mind is take care of yourself.
What's that mean to you though, taking care of yourself? Talking about that. What's some self-care that you like to do?
I think like the biggest thing for me, like especially as like I played sports all growing up and into college, and like I graduated, and like there was no more like need for, like I didn't have to do anything like athletic, or there was nothing required. Right. So like I felt like I started to struggle with things, especially when I stopped doing sports and just exercising. So I mean, exercise has been a massive thing for me. Another one, like writing. Yes. Another thing I think is that like writing things down.
Yes.
That's huge. Getting your thoughts out.
Getting it on paper, whether it's writing or like texting in a note.
Like a voice note. Just talking to somebody.
Dude,
like you have
voice notes. That's my favorite thing.
You just can't hold things in. You have to be able to get stuff out of your mind.
I think it takes time to learn that process for a lot of people. For you, have you gone through, so obviously you mentioned already the sobriety. What day are you on, by the way?
I just passed 1,000 days.
I did see that,
recently.
which is incredible, dude.
Appreciate it. Which I kind of like 1,000 days, like I don't know, I kind of like days more than keeping track. Like years is like
days sounds so much cooler.
It does sound
1,000 days.
It sounds cooler, and it's also that reminder of like, yeah, you got to take it day by day. Like it's an everyday thing.
Dude, you hit the nail on the head. I'm gonna be able to clip that right there. I mean, that's to a T. Yeah. I think a lot of people that are sober curious don't understand kind of. It takes a lot to actually stop.
Yeah, and I think to do it in years kind of sells short what it takes.
Because you also it's all the time prior to getting sober that you spent struggling. Holy crap, this is gonna be difficult.
Yeah. 190 from here. What do you think? I gotta be like 160, 170 down there, right?
I'd say less, like 155-ish.
I guess I'll bring a couple clubs.
We're gonna sling. Alright. We're safe.
Be so good.
Woo! Thank you. Talk to me through your sobriety story.
Yeah, I mean, I have a very addictive personality. So everything I do, I go all in. Like now, the brand is what I go all in on.
Yep.
So I was always like, I was a big drinker. Like when I started drinking, I got into college. Like it was, you know, every weekend drinking, you know, till I went to sleep.
Essentially.
Yeah, you know, a couple days a week. And then I graduated college and I kept doing it. And then it started to cause issues with my stomach. It was causing issues in my relationship.
Yep.
I like didn't feel like I was the person. Like I never felt like I was gonna reach my potential because I was like my own
Worst enemy.
I was my own worst enemy.
I can relate to that a lot.
And so I went to a wedding. I had went on a bender. I like the last day, like we were like sitting there watching football. I couldn't even like watch football. I like felt so horrific. I went to sleep and like I couldn't go to sleep. My body wouldn't let me go to sleep. I was having like an anxiety attack.
Yep.
And so I didn't sleep Sunday night. I went home on Monday, I went terrible again. Didn't sleep Monday night. Was like I woke up in the middle of the night, my heart was racing. I was like, Jill, we gotta do something. Like we gotta go to the hospital.
Right.
Like I went to the hospital. They essentially told me I was gonna be okay and to just try and do what I could to calm down. And I went home and I was like, I'm done. Like that's it.
That was the breaking point.
That was the breaking point. So now I literally, October 9th, 2022, really have it tattooed on my body.
There we go. What's the date?
October 9th, 2022. So it's kind of funny, like the guy's wedding I went to is still a good friend of mine. So it's literally the day after his wedding is my like sober anniversary.
That's kind of crazy.
So it's kind of funny, but
it takes, do you feel like you hit, I'm going to hit my stop while you talk this out.
Sure.
But, do you feel like before that point, did you have any other moments where you questioned your drinking habits? And did you ever think prior to that point that you needed to stop?
Yes, definitely. I remember like, I had done things where like I got so drunk that I didn't answer anybody. Like people were calling my phone and like I was like passed out of sleep by like 5 p.m. on like a weekend, like a Saturday. Yep. I'd done some dumb things and like put myself in that situation where it's like, all right, I'm doing too much. Like I gotta change. And I had another time where I like was drinking by myself and like one of my like, our family friend's mom was like, I think you're an alcoholic. Like those are signs of an alcoholic. And like, that was the first time I'd heard that. And it infuriated me at the time, but it's because it was true.
I think, I know, your stories, it sounds, obviously everyone's story is different, but like it's just so eerily similar to mine. For me, I was normal in college, but afterwards, same as you, I kept drinking like I was in college. Then COVID hit, and with all that, my mental health went down the tubes, and then I just started, I actually had a really bad drinking problem where I was drinking like a bottle and a half of wine a night, plus some bourbon, plus smoking weed.
Yeah.
Just getting after it. Don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought.
But I think it was a coping mechanism.
Yes.
And it was just...
Do you feel like it was social anxiety for you? Or what was the coping mechanism, you think?
I think just it was my way of dealing with any of the stress, whether, when I started, I was an adult working.
Right.
It was like, I work in accounting, it's a very, mentally intense job. So It was like, I'm going to unwind and let go on the weekends. And that was just how I did it. And it never actually, I never actually got any relaxation out of it. In the moment, you get that feeling of it, that you're feeling relaxed. But all I was ever doing was actually hurting my body to where I never actually got any benefits.
Yep. No, 100%. All right, so we lost the mic. It's okay though. Ryan still has one. Yes, he does.
I still got it.
We might go mic-less so I don't lose that one too. What do you think was the hardest part the first few months getting sober, for you at least?
Really the toughest, to have drank like that for so many years, I built up a habit.
Yes.
I would get to Fridays and could feel myself
you start getting the urge.
That's what as soon as I stopped drinking, I was like, oh my gosh, this was actually a thing. like I had built up such a habit of doing this that it was like
It's like 3 o'clock on Friday. You start feeling it's like maybe I could go for a beer right now.
Yeah. So I had like I was having dreams about alcohol. Like one of the first thing, like when I got sober, like the next decision I made was like I need to do therapy because like I gotta talk to somebody about like what I'm going through. Like I wasn't gonna be able to have done that.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Just by myself. So doing that was incredibly smart, and I worked through a lot of things and was able to talk through stuff, and that helped a ton. But really, I mean, I had thought about drinking a lot. Like it wasn't just something like, oh, I'm done drinking, like I'm good to go. It stuck around for a while.
That's how you know we had a problem.
Yeah.
That's how. I mean, I think for me, my wife, her dad is 15 years, just over 15 years, I think, at this point. And her mom's still, between you and I, her mom's still a little bit of an alcoholic. So she starts seeing the signs early on. She's like, I'm starting to see my dad in you. And I was like, oh boy, I don't want that. I'll give you the brand 110% fully. I feel like for you, my big thing towards the end of my drinking career was the hangovers were just getting worse and worse.
Yes, they were miserable.
To the point where same as you, it was our friend's wedding down in Tampa the next day. First of all, Daniela had to send me home because I drank too many bourbons, and I don't even remember going home.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was on the beach, and everyone's like hungover, but not too bad. And here I am, I can't eat, I can't even keep down water, and I started throwing up yellow stuff into the ocean. And I was like, yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah.
That was a fun morning. Oh boy.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's been the just one of the most beautiful benefits. Is like I'm not hungover. I get like all of that time and stuff that I wasted on being hungover. Like I get that back. I can do things on like Sunday mornings and like
it disgusts me how much time I wasted not only drinking, but the after effects of drinking.
Yeah.
With the hangovers, how much time wasted just laying in bed, doom scrolling. This is a freaking beautiful hole.
Wow.
Where the hell are we?
Great question. Now, do I get aggressive and just smack a 3-wood at the right, like towards the right, bail out to the right?
Yep.
Or layup?
I don't even think you think, you just do.
Also, I'm pretty sure you're like the first person I've ever really openly talked about the sobriety to.
That makes me, I'm honored, man. It's not easy to talk about. Great.
Left of that stuff, or go straight into it.
No, you should be fine. That should be short of it. That's what this is all about, though, dude.
You know, I like
it's what I'm trying to do here is I don't want people that are also as vulnerable already as I am. I want people that are open to doing that,
yeah,
and haven't done it yet, and have this kind of be that platform to help them speak up on it if they want to. That's why yes, it's on my channel and everything, but I like to kind of tailor it to you, the guest, and like I said, it's like to put a light on you, not me. I think we talked about your sobriety stuff. I think we played Tradition that one time.
Yeah.
When we were doing the photo shoot. Was that 2 years ago? In the spring 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think that was when I had just gotten.
It was Kakalaki.
It was Kakalaki Golf.
When you got the blue polos and the hats.
Which was the spring of 24.
Oh, so that was just last year.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, all right, this is gonna I'm not gonna lie, these geese are gonna ruin my picture. It's gonna be hard to get them out of this.
No, you just use the magic edit on Canva. You should be.
If not, it was straight into it.
Nice catch. Reflexes like a cat. Okay. This portion of the segment with me and you is going to be kind of legacy impact, kind of, obviously we both content creators in the Charlotte area. You got the brand and whatnot. What is something, well, first, advice to someone that might be struggling quietly, whether that be with mental health or with the sobriety issue?
I think when it comes to you gotta find the willingness to speak up to somebody, to let someone, like, you just gotta let something out.
Yeah. You said it earlier.
Yeah. And that's obviously easier said than done kind of thing.
Yep.
Speak up. That's up to someone? Or is that a different home? Oh, it's 18. Oh.
Dude, I got real confused for
Yeah. So to speak up, like, I mean, I think that's kind of, yeah, that's the first step. I mean, with the sobriety stuff, I think you want to wait till we go through that's
good. Good idea.
Welcome to the darkness. Woo! Woo! If you want to stop drinking, just go into a darkness retreat. Not think about it. I think with that, like, I've had a lot of, not a lot. I've definitely had, some friends reach out that, the sober curious type of thing. And I think it just has to start with, like, take 1 week off.
See how you feel.
See how you feel from it. Like, I think to try and, you kind of quickly catch on to yourself whether or not, like, you have that ability.
I think for anyone that is sober curious, there's a reason.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a reason you're sober curious, and it could be whether it be you have a problem like I did or like you did, or it could be you want to better your health, and you just you don't see the value. It's not giving you value like it used to. I mean, and when I look back at it, it never gave me value.
Yeah, it's
just like it's a false perception of value.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it's like the few seconds of gratification.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think speaking up is huge.
I think everything that I thought alcohol gave me, I've been able to do on my own, and just
the anxiety came mainly from alcohol. I learned,
yeah,
especially social anxiety. Like I'm much happier now going out to social situations, and I'm not as frustrated because of that. Well, brother, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Again, everyone, subscribe, like, turn on the alerts for Queen City Golfer, Palmetto and Pine. I will feature everything in the description, as well as it'll pop up right here probably. But for the last hole, we've got the Uptown rundown. 10 questions, rapid fire, about Charlotte. First thing that comes to mind is what you'll be giving me.
Okay.
The Uptown rundown.
Yeah, if you need any music for that, just let me know. I got you.
Okay. I got that on film, so I just got to edit it out.
Throw some auto-tune on it, you'll be good.
Go-to breakfast spot in Charlotte.
Since I live in Denver, so My Brother's Bagel, I guess if we're gonna consider Denver area as general Charlotte.
That's fine.
Dude, place is unreal.
What's your side question off of that is go-to order?
Sausage, egg, and cheese on and everything, as
cool.
Always.
What one word when I say Charlotte, what comes to mind?
Hilly.
Most underrated neighborhood in Charlotte.
Underrated. Denver.
It's not in Charlotte though.
Area.
We'll go different.
Highland Creek.
We'll go. How about favorite local event or festival?
Favorite local event or festival? I haven't really done.
We gotta get you out though. Food one next year in Uptown. Do the food festival is fantastic.
Okay.
Let's see. What is your favorite Charlotte golf course within 30 minutes?
Mooresville.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Cookies and cream.
Most overhyped course in Charlotte?
Overhyped. don't know. I don't know if there's any that feel hyped. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd say is overhyped.
Barbecue, seafood, or soul food? Pick one.
Barbecue.
Best barbecue spot in Charlotte?
I don't know if I've had a barbecue place around Charlotte. I got nothing. That's it?
Yeah.
Dang it, I had to end on I don't know.
Now I'm going to look at... You can keep going. I'm going to look for a question in my list of questions.
I don't know if I've had barbecue around Charlotte.
What flavor ice cream would Charlotte be?
Ben & Jerry's fish food.
Why that? I was going to say Rocky Road because all the roads are shit.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something that's just, like, Charlotte's got a lot of different things going on. Like, there's
That's
so many
true.
different neighborhoods and different styles. Like, you can find, like, just about anything in Charlotte.
All right. Last question. Panthers, Hornets, Knights, or Charlotte FC?
If I had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
Panthers. Because I've always been a big football guy. Football over everything.
There we go.
Woo! Now watch me sling this thing.
Oh, he slung it. Position A. There we go.
Yeah, this has genuinely been one of the most enjoyable rounds I've done.
Love that, dude. Love that. I always have a blast playing with you.